Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning. We're going to toss it over to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbreth over in the Weather Center. Josh, we have some pretty comfortable temperatures getting into the 70s and 80s. It's going to be a beautiful day. I mean, I went on a walk yesterday and it was lovely.
I went out to check my mail just a couple times yesterday, just because. It was one of those days. You just had to be outside. It just looked too nice. And I think today is going to be another one of those days, especially in the Rogue Valley, where we'll have less in the way of clouds and we won't really have that much smoke. In fact, for most of us, air quality will continue to be pretty good. This morning, we're a little bit brisk to the east of the Cascades, seeing 30s and 40s, although we are just a little bit warmer compared to what we saw yesterday morning. We're in the 40s and 50s in our west side valleys and then low 50s along the coast in Curry County. So maybe just some of us need a very light jacket as you're headed out the front door this morning. A little bit later today, we will have highs getting into the mid 80s for the west side valleys with lots of sunshine. So I think by the time you get to lunchtime, you'll probably just want to shed that jacket because it's just going to be a bit too warm out there. Although highs today are still going to be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year, which means that we'll be in the mid 70s to the east of the Cascades, middle 80s for our west side valleys, and then mid 60s along the coast in Curry County. We could have some clouds bubbling up today for Siskiyou County and Klamath County and Lake County. Also, we could have some very light haze within those areas, but I think for the most part, most of us are going to see some sunshine with some pretty good air quality. And winds today will gust out of the south and west between 20 to 25 miles per hour, but nothing too significant. And then for tonight, skies will continue to stay mostly clear for inland spots, but we'll have some partly cloudy skies along the coast, but not expecting any widespread marine layer fog. Air quality will still be good, and overnight lows will resemble what we have for this morning, with temperatures near 40 to the east of the Cascades, low to mid 50s for our west side valleys, and low 50s along the coast in Curry County. Our weather's not really going to change that much from day to day over the next few days. You can see we're going to be a little bit warmer by the time we get to Saturday, but still beautiful weather. Expecting some pretty good air quality, but there is a caveat to that. More on that here in just a split second. So the overarching trend is that we're going to continue to keep it warm. There's really not even a drop of rain, at least for inland spots over the next 7 days. A very small chance for rain along the coast, but that's, again, right around a 10% chance. So overall, getting a little bit warmer, staying dry, and that means that fire weather impacts will go back up to elevated starting on Sunday. So this means that we have a low-end threat of seeing a new fire to start, but a threat nonetheless. But I think we're mainly concerned about the behavior of some of the existing fires and complexes, and we've already seen a little bit more activity from those fires and complexes over the past couple of days. So I think with this pattern holding pretty steady, we're likely going to see some more reductions in air quality over the next 7 days, which is pretty unfortunate, but at least we have good air quality for now. Here's a 7-day forecast for the coast. Temperatures staying in the mid 60s through Saturday, then a little bit warmer this weekend with that very small chance for showers on Sunday. Then for Siskiyou County, pretty good air quality over the next couple of days, except for in those areas immediately downwind of some of the active fires, especially the Elliott Fire and the Ufish Fire. Then for the Klamath Basin, very light haze over the next couple of days, highs staying in the mid 70s, mid to upper 70s, and then for the mountains will be in that sunny and 75 range for the next 7 days. So fantastic weather there. And then for the Rogue Valley, we flirt with 90 over the weekend, but I think for the most part, we'll keep it under 90.